What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out US versus UK food exposed. Same brand, different ingredients.
Oh, that drives me crazy.
It drives me absolutely insane.
This is one of our favorite topics.
It is because we know how bad a lot of the specifically processed food, fast foods, food you get out and about. And honestly, even if you go to the grocery store and you aren't careful, the ingredients they allow in all our different, I guess you say packaged food stuff, is absolutely horrendous. And honestly, it's not just the packaged food and the processed food. If you're not careful, you'll have all sorts of random concoctions of chemicals sprayed on your Whole Foods if you're not careful. Yeah. Right? We try to do a pretty good job of paying attention to what we buy, specifically because we don't want to feed our 7-year-old a bunch of garbage.
But to be honest, it's exhausting.
It's exhausting. It's difficult. It's hard. And we envy you guys in the UK and Europe wide because you do have the ability to relax on having to pay attention as much. Right. I think everybody needs to pay attention to a certain level. But here it's just like, you've got to be very careful.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, I think you can tell we are a little bit passionate about this topic. But before we get started, this video comes to us from the channel Messy in the USA.
All in juice. Much better flavour. The chocolate tastes like Cadbury chocolate, whereas this just tastes like cheap, artificial.
We know the difference.
Cream filling. Tastes like cream filling. Tastes like sugar filling.
When are someone going to tell me Oreos are so good? When was someone going to tell me?
Same brand, same name, but what's inside?
What is that?
That's where the story gets wild. Today, we're diving into something most people never think about. The exact same food sold in the United States and the United Kingdom with completely different ingredient lists. Why can companies sell one version overseas and a totally different formula here? Let's get right into it.
So here's what it's like for a British person to try American Oreos. Birthday cake, pumpkin spice, chocolate and peanut butter pie, the Halloween special.
To just eat them.
Shout out to the fact that they only sell family-sized packs that are like 3 times bigger than what you get in the UK.
You guys have like way more filling in yours than we do in the UK. Like it's literally like double the size. That's just sugar. That is so sweet. Really troubling.
Yeah, they are
shade
very
of orange.
sweet.
Let's start with one of the most recognizable cookies on earth, Oreos. Same cookie, same twist, same milk's favorite cookie, but not the same ingredients. The US version lists high fructose corn syrup.
Of course.
The UK version lists glucose fructose syrup. They sound similar and chemically they are close, but here's the difference. High fructose corn syrup dominates the US because corn is heavily subsidized.
I was about to say, corn is very, very heavily subsidized here.
Yeah, for sure.
What?
Look at the English versus American Oreos filling. But is that the double stuffed or is that just regular? Because here we also have double stuff.
I think you have triple stuff now, don't you?
Probably.
Quadruple stuff. 10 times the stuff.
The whole thing, the whole row is just cream filling. 2 cookies, 1 on each end. No, that's what I don't like about Oreos is the filling.
Yeah. I don't really like Oreos that much because the American version.
I will say I like when people use it for desserts, like crush them up
and use it as
pie
like crust or something. Sure, but
just eat them.
You know that those ingredients are horrible.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
Sorry, I was just
I know.
by...
That's all right.
It's cheap, it's everywhere. In the UK, corn syrup isn't king. Sugar beets and cane sugar are more common, so the sweetener system changes based on agricultural economics.
Brits, I don't think you'll ever believe how many different types of flavors American Oreos have. Okay, so of course we have our staple. Here's the classic in family size, obviously, America. The double stuff, a mint flavor, dark chocolate, normal chocolate, mega stuff.
Oh my
so
goodness.
Then double stuff, a chocolate peanut butter pie.
Oh, there's a mega stuff.
We've also
mega
got our
stuff.
Oreo thins and and tiramisu flavor. Look at that. Golden Oreos, a lemon.
The US version explicitly lists artificial flavor, so you know it's a synthetic additive. The UK version just says flavoring, which can legally include natural or artificial ingredients under UK and EU rules. This also suggests the flavor formulation itself might differ between the 2 countries.
Red 40 about that.
Oh, I'm sure.
UK versus American. Look at that portion difference. This one's the American one.
And this is the UK.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Broke off better. And the biscuit's softer.
It's softer and it has a genuine cocoa taste.
But the cream is better.
Overall, the UK is just a better cookie.
The U.S. version
doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me at all. We've tried
That
enough.
looks disgusting.
That does look disgusting. We've tried enough British chocolate stuff to understand.
Biscuits and all that.
Yeah, generally speaking, they're all better than what we would find at our grocery store and whatnot.
The only exception that comes to mind.
I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say with that.
I was going to start a whole new war in the comments probably. But we did a taste test of like different types of chocolate. Blindfolded. Mm-hmm. And the only one that I think won the U.S. version was the Terry's chocolate orange.
Yeah, which you are
it was slightly different.
You are a Terry's chocolate orange connoisseur. She loves Terry's chocolate orange.
Just for me, the one in the U.S. had a little bit more true orange flavor and like a little bit more of the orange flavor, which I like.
But in the UK, you guys have a lot of different Terry's chocolate orange stuff, like the little candy eggs and
here we can pretty much only get the chocolate orange.
But out of all those different chocolate bars and things we tried blindfolded there, the UK version, well, we don't want to give anything away on that video in case you haven't seen it, right?
Buys flour with niacin, iron, B vitamins, and folic acid. The UK version does not list the same enrichment blend. That's because the US mandates certain enrichment standards in refined flour. The UK has different fortification policies. Same cookie, different regulatory framework. If two countries can sell the same Oreo with different sweeteners and flavor systems, which one do you think tastes more artificial? Let's talk Heinz ketchup. This one is simple and wild. The US version uses two forms of corn-based sweetener. The UK version uses regular sugar. Here's the crazy part. Per 100 grams, the UK version has about 6 sugar cubes, and the US version has also about 6 sugar cubes. But don't be fooled. The US version is made with high fructose.
Okay, yeah, high fructose corn syrup.
Okay, well, I will say here in the US, we buy organic ketchup and you don't have that problem.
Corn syrup, which changes sweetness, texture, and even how your body handles it. Again, agricultural economics. Corn is cheap in America. Sugar taxes exist
everywhere
in the UK. Different incentives create different recipes. Why do you think American ketchup needs 2 corn sweeteners?
Hold on. Yeah, why do we need 2 corn sweeteners? Isn't that interesting? Well, I can tell you here in Indiana, looking at all the cornfields, it's easy to see that, is incentivized to grow corn here. Absolutely.
While the UK version just uses sugar. Next up, Ritz crackers. This one surprises people. The US version uses high fructose corn syrup. Yes, in plain crackers. Why? Sweetness enhances flavor and shelf stability. The US version uses soy lecithin, which is an emulsifier for texture consistency. The UK version does not list it. Again, small formulation tweaks, big ingredient list differences. Did you know American Ritz crackers had high fructose corn syrup in them?
What?
Yeah.
Let's do the American one first. It tastes different than British chocolate. Chocolate
It does.
also kind of overshadows the cream. Now let's do the British one. Immediately, big difference. The cream has much more flavor. The chocolate is 10 times better. The British one destroys the American one.
This one gets controversial fast. For Cadbury cream eggs, the yolk inside the UK version is colored with paprika extract, a natural color. The US version uses artificial color yellow 6, known as sunset yellow or E110 in the UK, which is synthetic and has been linked to hyperactivity in children.
Red 42, don't forget the red 40.
All the...
But yeah, we've tried these. And UK version, hands down.
Yeah.
Cadbury in the US is made from by Hershey. So that's one of the reasons why it's not as good.
But supposedly I heard the Cadbury in the UK now has been sold off. And is no longer the same formulation. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
In the UK, any product with E110 would need a warning label. That's a regulation and consumer perception difference.
These are made by Cadbury themselves, whereas these are made under license by Cadbury by the Hershey's company. This is made with high fructose corn syrup and corn syrup, whereas this is made with glucose syrup. Taste-wise, the chocolate's not the same. It's more like a cheap Easter egg kind of flavour to the chocolate. UK one keeps that original Cadbury flavour that you get in all of their chocolate, UK all the way.
The US version uses sugar, corn syrup, and high fructose corn syrup. The UK version uses sugar, glucose syrup, and invert sugar syrup.
One thing that excites me every year is seeing Cadbury cream eggs back on my shelf, biting off the top and then sucking out the inside like an oyster basically. It's the best way.
Again, corn economics. Would you rather bite into the UK version or the US one? Let me know in the comments.
That's easy.
Is it a question?
Let's talk Mountain Dew, the neon citrus.
The cigarette
soda.
It is.
The UK version uses beta carotene to give that bright
Look at the
yellow
difference.
orange hue.
One glows in the dark.
It's natural,
the other doesn't.
derived from plants, and safe. The US version uses yellow 5, tartrazine, a synthetic
bromelain.
dye. In
Isn't
the
there bromelain
UK, yellow 5 is regulated. Any product containing it would require a warning label that it may have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children. The US? No label needed. The UK version uses sugar. The US version uses high fructose corn syrup. Let's do the math on the sugar comparison. UK Mountain Dew has 13.2 grams of sugar per 100 milliliters. US Mountain Dew has 13 grams per 100 milliliters. By volume, the sugar content is almost identical. But here's the catch. The US bottle is larger at 591 milliliters, so a single drink packs 77 grams of sugar, while a standard UK serving is 250 milliliters with 33 grams of sugar. Which would you choose, the UK version or the US one?
Well,
neither. Spoiler, neither.
Yeah, neither. I'm
I
not
hate
a fan.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, if I drink a soft drink, it's always Dr. Pepper.
Also, I will say one thing that does kind of annoy me about UK drinks is because of the sugar tax now. It's like
the
artificial sweeteners.
Yeah.
Which I get the reason they do it, but I personally don't drink enough soft drinks that I would want the artificial.
Yeah, like it's not. We don't keep soft drinks at home. It's like if I drink a Dr. Pepper if I go out to eat or something like that, and it's like I absolutely want the sugar version because I don't drink enough of it to where it's like.
So I want to actually enjoy it when I do.
But some people like the artificial flavor.
But I feel like it tends to create like a rebound effect where I crave sugar more after that because it's not satisfying the craving.
What did we try that was like, okay, we tried the same drink from the UK. Iron Brew.
We tried the new version, the sugar tax version.
Yeah.
That had the artificial sweetener. And then we tried I forget what they called it. There was a name for it.
Classic? Was it Classic?
No.
Anyway, the classic version of it. Yeah, we tried both versions of Iron Brew, and it's hands down the sugar version absolutely won on that. Yeah. Maybe that's just us, but
I like Iron Brew though.
Yeah, I do too. It tastes kind of like bubblegum a little bit.
Like citrusy bubblegum.
Yeah, it was delicious. It was really delicious.
Twix.
Let's eat Twix cereal for breakfast.
Oh my goodness.
I'm in the UK and we're about to try a Twix. The chocolate tastes like cocoa. I give it a 11.
How about that? Chocolate tastes like
Let's talk
cocoa.
about Twix next. The UK version of Twix does not list PGPR. The US version does. PGPR is a controversial emulsifier that reduces viscosity and lowers costs in chocolate manufacturing. It makes chocolate easier to pour, cheaper to produce, less cocoa butter is needed, which is one of the most expensive ingredients in chocolate, and makes the final product more shelf-stable. The UK Twix uses vanilla extract, a natural flavoring, to enhance the caramel and cookie notes. The US Twix lists artificial flavors twice, both in the chocolate and in the caramel cookie components.
Of course.
This changes the taste slightly, making it more uniform. If you found out your favorite candy uses PGPR to cut costs, would it change whether you buy it?
Heinz baked beans.
Which we've also tried those.
Yes, we have.
We did a video.
Yes, her first time checking out baked beans. I would say we're not going to give any spoilers away in case you haven't seen that video, but she tried baked beans, US versus UK. We both did at the same time, but it was her first time ever trying baked beans, period.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in checking that out and you haven't, just type in our channel name and baked beans or something. Beans.
At first glance, baked beans seem innocent, but the US and UK versions, they couldn't be more different.
We saw those
the US
at
version
Costco, though.
includes processed bacon. It's cured with sodium nitrite, a chemical preservative. Why does this matter? Sodium nitrite can form nitrosamines during digestion or cooking, compounds classified as probable carcinogens. Multiple studies, including the World Health Organization, link nitrite-preserved processed meats.
I didn't realize what she was doing.
The UK version skips the bacon entirely. The US version also adds caramel color to darken the sauce. In America, this is widely allowed with no special warnings. In the UK, caramel color is allowed, but tightly...
Hold on. My favorite animal is dressing my bestie up as a can of beans on her hen party. My goodness.
So bachelorette party.
With no special warnings. In the UK, caramel color is allowed, but tightly regulated. Certain types can produce 4-MEI, a chemical classified as a possible carcinogen, and the EU sets strict limits on how much can be used. This is another subtle way the same product is engineered differently depending on the market. Did you know something as innocent as baked beans could contain chemicals linked to cancer risk?
Homie just told me he's craving Sunny Delight because he hasn't had it in a long time. Sunny Delight? You just call Sunny D by its
I didn't even know it was still around.
That's crazy.
Why is it that we drank Sunny Delight like it was health and then got
the UK
confused
has
when people
Sunny
turned
Delight too.
orange? BBC News are reporting on a kid's skin literally changing colour. Sunny D wasn't a drink, was it? It was a science experiment.
Probably.
We were necking that stuff daily and it came in that big, chunky American-style bottle that made you feel cool.
So
oh my gosh. I didn't know you guys had Sunny D in these.
Did his skin turn a different color because of potentially the UK using beta carotene?
Maybe.
You know, like,
because if you eat a ton of carrot juice or drink a ton of carrot juice.
Yeah, your skin will turn orange as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if that wouldn't surprise me, honestly, if someone is just down in Sunny D.
Addicted to it and like constantly
Now here's my question. Like here, I haven't looked at the ingredient list for Sunny D, but I'm guessing it's probably not that clean. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's made of, honestly.
Gosh, I haven't drank that since I was like 10. So.
Me too. I drank that as a kid sometime, but it wasn't never something I ever took up as an adult.
It was always very acidic and kind of burned my throat, so I didn't drink much of it.
But I'm curious what the ingredients are in the UK.
Yeah.
D, the sunshine in a bottle drink a lot of us grew up with. But look closer at the ingredient lists and things start to get a little weird. The UK version uses beta carotene to give that bright, sunny orange color. Beta carotene? It's natural, derived from plants and safe. The US version uses yellow number 5 and yellow number 6. Synthetic dyes linked to hyperactivity in children, regulated in Europe, and only allowed with warning labels. Here in the US, it's just put in and sold like it's nothing.
Do you know how angry that makes me?
I know.
Like why in the world? Sunny D is a company. The company sells in other countries. And because there's certain regulations in these other countries, specifically the UK
they reformulate it.
They reformulate it and make it safer, has less garbage in it. But here, if I pick that up for my daughter, we would have to worry about something like hyperactivity or who knows what else. And like how ridiculous that's people that aren't in the know about, hey, we need to check ingredient list here. They would just pick that up thinking it was just some sort of juice. And then you got to worry about this chemical garbage. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm so tired of these companies doing this to us.
I think the thing that drives me the most crazy here in the US about this stuff is that schools don't even care about this.
No.
Like, they will, like, there's a school around here. I'm not going to say which one, but they boasted, it's an elementary school, they boasted that every student gets free breakfast at this school, okay?
Yeah, I remember that.
And, oh, that sounds really cool, right? How amazing. And then you look at the breakfast options, and it's literally junk. It's all junk with artificial colors, high fructose corn syrup, all these seed oils and horrible ingredients, and
then
you can't even not stress about sending your child to school here and letting them eat at school because of the ingredients.
Yeah, and it's like you want the children to perform well, to be able to focus and all of this, yet you feed them the exact opposite of what they need to be able to do that properly.
But we could go on all day because hospitals do the same thing.
Hospitals do the same thing.
But you would think an education institution where teachers have to handle these children all day would want the best outcome.
Right. But why in the world is are hospitals and schools, prisons too, because people are like, well, it's prisoners, but you want the prisoners to behave better. You want them to focus on bettering themselves. Feed them well.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like no one cares, or I don't know. I could ramble on and on. Yeah, anyway. It is. Yeah.
The US version adds canola oil. Yes, oil in a sweet,
Why?
fruity drink. Canola oil is highly processed, refined, and usually used for frying or baking.
Why would you add canola oil
think to sip in
juice?
A fruit drink?
Why is there oil in Sunny D? So as you see, there is a paragraph of ingredients, right? You see it, right? Canola oil. Why is canola oil in Sunny D? Is this why this so thick? Oil in juice? Diabolical.
It's there to give texture, mouthfeel, and stability, but it's kind of gross when you imagine sipping a processed vegetable oil beverage. Are synthetic dyes and canola oil in Sunny D a deal breaker for you?
Yeah,
just something you accept as part
of
childhood nostalgia.
No.
I'm going to try the blackcurrant one. As an American in the UK, I hate blackcurrant, and I hate that everything purple is blackcurrant here and not grape, but like a mint.
Ooh, okay. Sorry to keep pausing. But we were sent Frutella, or is it Fruitella or Frutella?
Yeah, I remember that.
From the UK, which I feel like is the Starburst of the UK. They are so good.
They are.
So much better.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Vibe to it. It's okay. It's not terrible.
In the UK, the colors come from natural sources. Anthocyanins from berries, beta-carotene from carrots or other plants, spirulina extract from algae, and concentrated fruit juices. These ingredients give Starburst its bright, fruity colors without synthetic chemicals, and the result is a slightly more subtle, natural look. In the US, Starburst uses synthetic dyes, red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6, and blue 1. These are highly processed artificial compounds designed to make candy look neon bright and uniform. There's also hydrogenated palm kernel oil and gelatin, which help with texture and shelf life, but add to the science experiment feel. In the UK, certain artificial dyes, including red 40 and yellow 5, require warning labels that they may have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children. In the US, the exact same dyes, no label, no warning. The UK original packs feature strawberry, orange, lemon lime, and black currant.
One of the things I wasn't prepared for when I moved to England was the amount of things that are black currant flavored. This is a Starburst. I thought it was going to be great. It's black currant. I've never seen a black currant in my life. Berry-ish, but grape-ish, but like herbal.
Notice the black currant, a classic British flavor you won't find in the US. The US flavors are cherry, orange, strawberry, and lemon, swapping black currant for cherry.
Can they have an orange
slightly
one?
Sweeter, more familiar to American palates. If you had the choice, would you swap black currant for cherry in your candy? Which flavor would win for you?
I don't know.
I love cherry.
At first glance, Rice Krispie treats look identical across the pond, but peel back the wrapper and the ingredient lists tell a very different story.
I think, first off, you got to make Rice Krispie treats at home.
Yeah, for sure. It's not hard and it's delicious.
No, yeah.
But I think the US version here
Of
for
the
Krispies,
packaged ones?
yeah, for the packaged ones, have PGPR in them.
I believe so.
Like all
I mean, I
kinds
think a lot of stuff does,
of
right?
junk. Yeah,
I mean,
tons of stuff.
Let's be honest.
The US version relies on synthetic preservatives like TBHQ and
Look at
BHD,
that.
chemicals added to keep the treat stable and prevent the oils
They're not
from
even
turning rancid.
good.
They're a reminder that this snack is engineered to survive shipping,
The American ones
storage,
aren't,
and
not the
long
packaged
shelf
ones.
life.
Right.
The US version also adds corn syrup solids,
Of course.
a processed sugar product that isn't in the UK recipe. It boosts sweetness and consistency, but it's
goodness.
another layer of processing that changes the treat from a simple
diabetic coma?
marshmallow and rice dessert into a mass-produced, chemically stabilized
way.
snack. The American snack market demands products that look and taste identical after sitting on shelves for months, while the UK version
definitely
doesn't
taste
need
fake.
to be pushed through such extreme preservation systems. Do you
Rice
think
Krispie
shelf
Squares.
life and convenience are worth the extra preservatives, or should
No.
snacks stick closer to the original recipe?
All right.
I disagree that they're good.
I want to say that Lindsay makes the best homemade Rice Krispie treats because she does.
I can do plain ones too.
You're right, but peanut butter Rice Krispie treats with a chocolate
Yeah, chocolate topping.
Mm-hmm.
They're the best.
Oh,
but we love
good.
peanut butter chocolate. So.
Yeah, peanut butter chocolate anything. That's my thing. That's my go-to for any kind of treat snack.
But we can't make them very often because they're so addicting. Like, I'll cut them into like little tiny bite sizes.
Oh man,
keep.
You pop them in the fridge.
Yeah.
And just like, oh man, they're so good. So good. If you like peanut butter and you haven't tried peanut butter chocolate Rice Krispies.
Yeah,
not chocolate mixed in, but peanut butter Rice Krispie treats with chocolate on top.
Yeah, like a thin layer of chocolate.
Yeah, it's delicious. Takis.
Have you ever had Takis?
I was about to say, I've never had Takis.
I haven't either, and they look disgusting.
I've seen them. They never appealed to me to eat them. They just, I don't know. I just don't think I would be a fan.
Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy them.
Yeah.
Takis Blue Heat are now officially in the UK.
These are Takis in America, and these
look
are
like-
Takis in England.
they look like
are the exact
abominations.
same flavour of Blue Heat. Look at that colour difference. Look how blue
Ew.
and artificially fake.
Yeah,
that
it looks like it would
looks.
kill
This
you if you
looks
ate it.
Radioactive.
Yeah.
Takis Blue Heat looks the same in the US and the UK. Same neon dust, same electric blue fingers.
I've had so many Takis.
Let's start with the color, because that's the whole
Is that
point
like a
of
Cheeto
Blue Heat.
with
In the UK, the
blue
label
stuff on it?
lists spirulina extract and brilliant
Wow.
blue FCF. Brilliant blue FCF is the
Spirulina.
technical name for a synthetic petroleum-derived dye. In the US, you know it as Blue 1.
Oh.
Turkeys.
So electric blue. Blue Heat. Extreme. Oh my gosh. They're actually blue as well.
So yes, both countries are using synthetic blue, but here's the nuance. The
Oh
UK
my
version
gosh.
blends that synthetic dye with spirulina extract, a natural pigment source. The US version, it relies only on Blue 1 Lake. Lake dyes are designed to bind to fats and stay extremely stable. They're cheaper, more intense,
Ugh.
and very shelf-stable.
Ew,
The US
dude.
version includes TBHQ. TBHQ is a synthetic preservative used to extend shelf life.
The first note I'm getting is chemical.
Especially
Yeah.
helpful
Yeah,
in
I
a
bet.
country as geographically large as the United States. The oil system is different too. The UK specifies sunflower oil. The US allows palm, soybean, or canola, whichever is most cost-effective at scale.
I think the American one's better. It's definitely spicier, slightly sweeter. It's kind of unbearable actually. And the American ones are actually painful to eat. They are painful. They are hurting.
Same snack, different strategy.
They are hurting.
That reminds me of
brands,
the Charlie
same
Bet Me
marketing,
video.
different
yeah.
ingredients. The question isn't, is one perfect and the other evil? The question is,
Daisy.
why are companies willing to change formulas overseas?
'Cause
but
they can,
rarely
'cause
here?
it's
They can.
Is it
cheaper.
Yep.
regulation, agricultural subsidies, consumer awareness, or just profit optimization? If American consumers demanded simpler ingredient lists, would companies change overnight? Or do they know most people never flip the package over? Drop a comment. Which ingredient difference shocked you the most? And
I want to know if
if you
that's
could
true.
swap one American formula for its UK version, which one would it be? Like
All right, guys. If I could swap one thing off the top of my head with the UK in terms of food stuff, it's not really one type of food, but it's the idea that you have much more regulation around your dyes. This is one of my favorite topics to look into. It's also one of my biggest pet peeves.
I was
one
going
of
to say
the,
most infuriating.
yeah, it infuriates me.
Yeah.
Yes, it really does, because it's absolutely disgusting, because we realize, especially because we've been sent a ton of stuff from the UK that we've tried, and you guys...
By the same companies who make the products here in the US.
By the same companies,
Yeah.
and you try these things, even side by side, not only you see the ingredients, they're like, okay, the UK version is cleaner, but it also generally tastes better. So you get a better quality product, and it's healthier for you. I think you can probably tell we're a little bit passionate about this topic. Yeah. Just a little bit, maybe just a tad. But yeah, I envy you guys about your food regulations.
Same. All of Europe.
Yeah, I will say, we've seen some, over the last few years, we've seen
A slight
some changes.
I feel like that's only because people are fed up with it and they're starting to vote with their dollar and not buy that crap.
I know that some of our food dyes are scheduled to be removed out of like banned over the course of the next couple of years. A fast food place, this is one example of a company actually stepping up and making the right decision.
Are you talking about Steak and Shake?
Fast food place called Steak and Shake. They're basically a burger fry milkshake type of place. They have gone back to beef tallow, and I'm very happy about that. And two, they just came out recently, and they are going to grass-fed beef.
Oh, really?
So grass-fed beef now. So so the conventional seed lot.
So we're seeing a little bit of a
beef.
wave of change.
Yeah, there's other things going on, but those are just positive
slow
steps.
for my taste, but
Yeah, but if you are in the U.S. and you're looking for go to a fast food joint, it's like okay, don't have to worry as much. Seems like Steak and Shake going in that direction of cleaning up their act, so to speak. But anyways, guys, I think that's it for us today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments and suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey. Until next time, peace.
Bye.